All right. Welcome, welcome. Claire, Mr. Suku 11. Hello, hello. All right. Let me know if you're able to hear me. Just let me know if the music's too loud. Do I have to turn it down a bit? Or you can still hear me. You can hear me? Okay. That's good. All right. Well, welcome to the stream. Everybody that's currently watching. The stream, like I said, is your save point, a safe zone for your mind and your heart. I'm Pixel, your Nee-chan or older sister, your emotional support mage, and your cozy chaos navigator. Over here, we chill, heal, and maybe level up a bit today. All right. As you saw the title for today, um, we will be drawing. I will share my screen with you in a bit. Um, I do a little bit of art. I used to draw a lot, and I kind of had an art block for a very long time, but I'm trying to get back into it. So hopefully, doing art therapy streams with you will help me get back into art. We'll see. How do you solve depression? Well, it's not like I can just give you an answer for it and then it's going to go away immediately. It'll take a lot of working on. Um, but I'd like you to know that there is research being done that there are genetic reasons why people undergo depression. So, in order to get out of it, um, it's going to take a while, but it's definitely possible to live your life more happy. A lot of people do mistake sadness for depression. Um, just because you're having a few days of feeling sad does not mean you are depressed. Um, oh, thank you. So, probably go to a psychiatrist um, or a psychologist, somebody who is able to perform various screening tests and let them give you a diagnosis. Um, a psychiatrist ideally is the only person who should give you a diagnosis. So meet somebody who's licensed to do that. Get yourself a diagnosis before calling sadness a depression. Um, some people say that you're alone, that's why it happens. Now, loneliness and depression may be related, but um, those are two very, very different issues at hand. Mhm. All right, I'm gonna let you know right now. This stream is not gonna be me giving therapy um, to just one person. Today, this week, in fact, we have a theme going on. So try to show up to the streams. We are tackling a lot of depression and anxiety eventually. Is the music too loud? It got really loud for me, so I'm not sure if it's loud for you. All right, there we go. It should be better. My voice is clear. Okay, good. Awesome. So today, we're looking at drawing the maze that we're stuck in. Music is even out with your voice. Evened out with my voice, you mean? Also, welcome, Crash. um, you meant that? Okay. Well, that's good then. You can still hear me, I'm hoping. Let's start off with today, if you can hear me. Awesome. So, the last two streams, we spoke about how the voices in our head are too loud, right? There's so much noise, so much chaos everywhere, and we're kind of feeling stuck and foggy. Um, so today we will be using art in order to help with that. If you have a book or a tablet, feel free to bring that. If you are not too confident in your drawing skills, because you really don't have to be an artist to do this right. You can also use AI to generate images for you if you want. You can write stories, poems, if that's something you like, or you can make collage if you like. But I will basically guide you through the whole process. And when I say, hey, draw this particular thing, you can choose to either draw it or do a collage or use AI, up to you, right? You're basically trying to express yourself through an artistic medium. There are no right answers, there are no wrong answers. I would highly appreciate if you guys could send pictures of what you draw or what you make on the Discord server. I don't know if any moderators are here today, but I will put a link to the server in the chat and hopefully pin it today without randomly blocking people, because that happened yesterday. It was a little embarrassing, but everyone makes mistakes. um, all right, here is the server. If you haven't joined already, you can feel free to join this particular server. There you go. I think I've pinned it properly. All right. I'm just going to pray and hope that it's pinned. It's hard for me to say because apparently I'm technologically blonde, but let's move on from that. um, all right. Do you ever feel like you're kind of just stuck in a maze? It's not really a scary one, just very foggy, quiet. The kind where you keep turning corners, hoping something will click, That's kind of the vibe today, right? So we're gonna draw that confusion out of our heads and onto the screen or onto the paper in your dreams. Dreams, I don't know if you know about this, but uh, a psychologist named Sigmund Freud proposed, along with a few other people, that dreams are the way into the unconscious. So you have dream analysis that a lot of psychologists do. It's one of my favorite things, deciphering dreams. It's great. In fact, on the server, there is a channel called Dream Analysis. I think if I haven't made it yet, I will definitely put it up. It should be there. So, probably if y'all are interested, we can do a segment in every stream where we pick somebody's dream, break it down, and analyze what exactly happened there. Um, and try to look into your unconscious mind. All right. Um, so today, let's draw that confusion out of our heads and onto our little screen or tablet or book, wherever you're drawing it. Um, there's no rush. There's no right answers. This isn't about drawing well or showing off how artistic you are. If you want to, go ahead. Um, but I need you to draw with honesty. Um, I will switch to. I'm gonna hope that it's cropped in the right places. um, there you go. Should reflect. All right. I hope you can see my screen. Yes. All right. I just shifted the chat over to the side and just placed my iPad there so I can show you what exactly I will draw. And you're free to do your version of it and definitely send it on the server. I'd love to see. Um, there's lo-fi music playing in the background. So take your time. Stay here as long as you need. And if you need a break because there's too many overwhelming feelings, go ahead, pause the stream, breathe a little, and come back. Or go to sleep if it's really late for you. That's an option. Okay. So let's try to draw the maze that we're stuck in. You know, what does it even look like? Is it messy? Is it circular? Maybe it has doors. There's gotta be some dead ends. There's fog. Maybe there's hidden NPCs, you know? Um, so let's draw a maze. Okay. And this is going to be the maze of your confusion. I will start off on the screen and I hope that you will join me. If you just want to watch, that is perfectly fine too. I prefer if you joined in. That way you also benefit from it. I understand that therapy is expensive in a lot of places. So might as well use my streams for a little bit of free therapy. Get your book, get your tablets, whatever you can sketch on, draw on, um, and we'll draw together. All right. So first, I'm just gonna write confusion here because that's what we're trying to tackle. Ignore my handwriting if it's too bad. I'm sorry. If it's good, thank you. All right. Um, all right. So I want you to look at a couple of questions, right? I want you to think of it while you draw. One is, what do your blocks look like? Are they walls, people, probably expectations that you have to meet, right? So I'll just write it here. Um, so blocks. Are they walls, people, expectations, or whatever that you think is adding to your confusion, right? And then think of a safe room. Okay. What would the safe room look like in your maze? Um, and then probably write some signs inside your maze. Um, I will show you, I will slowly start drawing my maze for a reference, but obviously do your own maze, right? Put some signs. Right? I hope you guys are ready. Um, I'll put it down a little bit. Again, you don't have to be any good at drawing, right? Just whatever feels right to you, go ahead and do that. Oh my god, what is that? My stylus might be broken. I'm unsure. Excuse me. All right. So that is where my maze starts, potentially, right? I make this dark. It's like our doorway, almost. And then um probably just draw a square because it's a maze. That can be the end of the maze. I have a nice handwriting. Oh, thank you. Um, all right. Let's see. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right. Just draw whatever your maze feels like, or you think it probably looks like. If everything was perfect, we'd have no room to grow. That is true. That is very, very true. Hmm. I'll make this slightly longer. I hope all of you are enjoying your mazes. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Suku, for following. Maze. Yep. We draw our maze. I think if I get like just this base layout done, it should be easier. Currently, I'm drawing the one part where it feels like I'm in a constant loop. Like, no matter where I turn, it's a dead end. That's what I'm trying to represent at the moment. This little part where everything's just closed off. Hmm. Hmm. I should probably do something else here first. Make it a little more complicated. Probably over here, I could do like my safe room. This could be my safe room where I feel safe the most. Obviously, getting there is not going to be easy. Um, there you go. Since we also spoke about having signs earlier, I could probably put up a sign here. A sign that says lost. um, mm, probably this could be a locked area that I haven't really explored yet, in a way. Um, so if you're still here, in the stream, in the chat, just let me know if you were stuck in a maze right now, what would the walls be made of? Also, have if you've been um, feeling like you've been looping the same hallway emotionally, um, let me know that too. Sometimes it's okay to feel lost. Um, Candy, what? The walls are made of candy. um, so mazes aren't really meant to be escaped quickly. At least that's how I see it. Instead, they're meant to be explored. So that's why I have a locked area in my maze over here. So as I progress, drawing the maze, um, I need to inform you that um, I will be adding a few symbols um, that feel like my personal obstacles, things that trip me up emotionally. So you can do, and it's a button. Um, Probably I can put like a baggage, could be my emotional baggage that I have, right? There's This is my safe room. This area is locked. So this is like unanswered questions. A save point is basically some moments of clarity that I have. And then we could probably have Not really sure how else I would show this in a drawing just yet. Do I have a lot of unanswered questions? A lot. Unfortunately, that's what comes with being curious. They say curiosity kills a cat. I'm pretty sure my cause of death eventually is going to be too many unanswered questions or asked a lot of why or what. This shadow figure could be. Just gonna put shadow figure. Could be self doubt because I struggle with that a lot. And this is what my maze looks like. There you go. This is my confusion maze, I guess. But the more, days go by, the more things I will add to this maze, right? You don't have to figure everything out tonight. It's literally just what our streams may be gone for 40 minutes, right? You don't have to figure out everything tonight. Just even just recognizing the shape of your maze is already a very powerful thing. If you've drawn your maze, definitely put it on the Discord server. I've pinned it in the chat section. I think, I hope I've pinned it. Uh, I feel with all the updates and everything, I feel like a very big noob at Twitch again. Um, OBS has its own updates too, so it took a while for me to refigure out a couple of things. But I hope what I'm doing is helping, right? Okay. Sometimes mazes aren't really meant to be solved in one sitting. That's why I said don't really think too much about the logic. Just wherever you feel like there is a blockage, draw it. Um you don't need to have a logical entry and exit at all times, right? The maze will just grow with you, right? This is just what it feels like right now. Sure does. Yeah. Um Probably something you can think about through this exercise is um, what part of your current emotional maze feels most familiar, and why do you keep returning to that particular part of the maze? I'm laughing because the second I spoke about returning, Mr. Suku said, I'm back. Welcome back. But why do you keep returning to that particular part of the maze, right? I think probably circle it in your maze, um, wherever that particular part is for you. Um, if you already know what part that is, feel free to put it in chat. If you don't want to, that's fine too. How are you guys feeling so far? Let me know, chat. Let me just have a quick vibe check. If you're too lazy to type or don't feel like typing, drop in an emote. That's fine too. Emoji, sentence, paragraph, word. Or if you're just lurking, you don't really want to share, that's fine too. Just tell it out loud to yourself or think about it. Um, I will explain my maze to you in the meantime. Um, so the reason I came up with the maze is because I want the maze to represent the inner chaos that we feel when we're overwhelmed by too many thoughts, choices, or emotions. So each path is a mental loop, a dead end, or some form of hesitation. Um, all of this is supposed to ideally mirror real life indecision and anxiety that we feel. So this is my safe space where I return to when I'm the most comfortable. Yeah. Or if there's everything feeling too overwhelming, that's where I need to go to. Right. Um, Here, this area is locked. Um, Again, this is where we have a lot of unanswered questions, right? It's supposed to basically symbolize a desire for some form of breakthrough or resolution that feels just out of reach. Um, it could reflect a creative block that I've had. I've had an art block for a very long time. So could represent that. It could be emotional numbness or, the sense that healing is very inaccessible right now. That could also be something, right? And then I have baggage here. Baggage is a bundle that's kind of tucked away in a corner. It's for all that unresolved trauma or guilt or any form of suppressed feelings. It's something heavy that you carry through the maze. Um, it's slowing you down, but it's not always visible to other people, right? And then I have a little figure, a shadow figure. Um, it's supposed to basically um, reflect, I don't know if that's the word, reflect how small and overwhelmed I feel sometimes inside my own mind. It's it's a part of me that wants to be seen but doesn't really know how to speak up, right? Of course, I've worked on this a lot and it's slowly improving. Um, I'm just trying to express to you certain parts of me that maybe you can relate to, right? I've got a couple of lost signs in different places. Um, they're placed on two ends, right? So these signs are the mind's way of saying, I've been here before, right? They kind of portray that sensation of repeating the same emotional cycle, thoughts or coping mechanisms that don't really lead anywhere. And then I obviously have my same save point or that moment of mental clarity. Um, and it's a glowing button checkpoint. Um, so probably used like as a metaphor for what I'm creating with my streams, like a mental safe zone or a moment to breathe, to ground and say, okay, I'm here. I'm not okay, but I'm still here. Right. And confusion here. is supposed to represent that foggy headspace, right? Many Gen Z viewers of mine, or clients of mine, they feel like they're navigating this world that's filled with overstimulation, pressure, and a lot of internal chaos. So that is why I decided to do this confusion maze with you guys. Let's look at the chat for the vibe check. Um, oh my god. All right. I'm feeling strong. I get okay, that's good. I guess if I was to have a maze, my maze would be physical healing. All right. All right. Everyone has baggage, but in the end, I believe it's how you carry it. Yes, sir. It's also how much you carry, right? If you carry too much, you're not going to be able to go through the rest of the maze. And you shouldn't really be afraid to ask for help when that happens. I'll go back to the previous layout that we had. Hello again. Um, what do you guys think of today's exercise that we did? Um, Let me know how you're feeling right now. And I'm gonna tell you said that you're feeling strong, and that's amazing. I'm really, really glad that you're feeling strong, and I'm hoping that you heal soon. Don't try to rush the healing process either. Everything takes time. What do you think of the maze exercise we did? Let me know in the chat, please, so that I also get some kind of input, so that I can plan other activities like this for you guys. I've been told that getting mental help is a little hard in a lot of places, and I'm trying my best to give as much as I can through these streams. If you use it, you'll probably benefit out of it. Obviously, everything's not going to work for everybody. Um, if something didn't work for you, let me know um, in the server. If something worked well for you, let me know that too. If you want to put anything in the chat that you have thoughts after doing this particular exercise today, let me know that. I guess I will be in my maze too. I'm always in a hurry to burn myself. Yeah. Just keep in mind that healing shouldn't be rushed. Then you're not going to be healing the right way, right? Do you have any thoughts at the moment? If you do, you want to voice them out, I'm all ears. And if you just hopped in to the stream, um, we just completed an art therapy bit on the stream, and we tried to draw the fog in our heads as a maze on paper or iPad, like me, or any other tablet or device, um, or just imagine the maze. And we tried to name what kind of things were blocking us from viewing things clearly, and that is our checkpoint, our save point. I'm hoping that you liked this particular activity. Um, if you weren't able to draw it and you want to give it a try, go ahead and do it. I'm reposting all the streams onto YouTube, just exporting it over there. Yesterday's stream, there were a couple of places that Twitch decided to mute because apparently there was copyright music there, even though the background I chose said it's DMCA free music. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm hoping in today's stream there's no muted segments. If it is, I apologize. Um, I'll try to figure out another background that is more personal that I probably make by myself. Um, yeah, that's all I had planned for today, if I'm being honest. We started the stream early, a little bit, um, only because I'm way too tired today and I'd like to go to bed a little early. Um, Usually I sleep by 10:30, and ending the stream by 10:30 is cutting it too close. But normally I take a small break before starting the streams because I've got the rest of the day a little packed. Um, all right. Thanks for stopping by today's save point. Sorry that you're late. That's okay. You don't have to apologize. You can come by anytime, any day, and stay as long as you like. Rewatch my streams if you like. I am thinking of making a couple of scripts and putting it on my Patreon. This is for in case you have a lot of anxiety or you're having a bad day and you just need to hear a couple of good words. I'm thinking of putting that up on Patreon. I'm working on it. I will only put it up if it's something that you guys even want. So let me know if you'd like something like that. If you'd like me letting you know that everything is okay and everything's gonna be okay, and just be there for emotional support um, at the click of a button. I'm also working on a bot that can provide immediate help for our Discord server. So I'll have a little help channel in case y'all want to talk to the AI version of me. But I'm not really sure when that'll be activated, so I'll just let you know when that does happen. If you're not in my server already, join in and we can have a blast together. Right? Once again, thank you for stopping by today's save point. Whether you spoke up or just quietly existed in the background, I do see you, and I'm really, really proud of you for being here. Healing does not follow a straight line, and neither does leveling up. It's okay if all you did today was just breathe. That's enough. I'll be right here at the next checkpoint, same place, same energy, whenever you're ready to drop by again. Until then, be kind to yourself, be kind to your heart, drink your potions, especially water, and never forget that you're still the main character in the story. Alright, Pixel out.